We've got Josh who said, merge classic and retail time walking. When you time walk, you go to a TBC experience as it was then, earn Mog through it, expansion raid nights.
Yes.
That would be a technical nightmare, I think, for Blizzard. What I would say, though, is if TBC time walking could somehow feel a bit more, where we can find these, Patreon. If you go to it's patreon.com/.
Type again, chat. He's got it.
There it is. Yes, that's where there's pins and also a big old bundle of loot. Where, yes, so that's what goes on there. Yep. Yeah, so the merging of the time walking. Yeah, actually doing it literally being TBC, it's a sort of thing. I don't think that would work for a bunch of usability things. Like, people, they move and then suddenly half their bars are gone. But I think that's how FF does its going back to an earlier level dungeon scaling.
That absolutely sucks.
Okay, so it sucks.
It is out of necessity, but if you do leveling roulette and you get dropped into Sastasha at level 16 or 17, I think it's 17, and especially if you're playing a class that starts at 50, starts at 30, you're just sitting there like, what? Why do I have? Do you really mean I'm spending the next 15 minutes as a bard pressing heavy shot, venomous bite, and I don't even know if you have straight shot, which is a proc. So it is literally 1.1 attack.
Wow.
It is so terrible as an experience. But
I guess then for me, I think what perhaps both of us would like from that would be Mythic time walking.
Yes.
I would love Mythic time walking, and if it's just, add another 30, 40, 50, 60, I don't know. I have not time walked in ages, so I don't know what the balance is like these days. But certainly,
it's a walk in the park, like.
Yeah. If you could make a time walking and just actually crank up the scaling factor to the point where people would be pressured, even if they're good players.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a time walking I'm interested in, especially if you pair that up with some neat rewards to reflect that difficulty. If Blizzard announced that at another BlizzCon or as like a patch 9.3 feature, I would be really excited. Really excited.
Make it... Oh, no, I've got ideas.
And because everything is based on scaling anyway, if it works now, we should be able to vaguely scale it up, and some things might break, but we should be able to.
So what I'm thinking is you could actually maybe not go back to the way you were, but if you wanted to make this like a feature, you could go full horrific visions and give people an unlock tree for maybe at the final end, all of your legacy effects are active. Or something stupid like that, something crazy. Maybe that'd be a bit insane. Maybe you need to completely finish the Mythic version. But give people a sense of progression in that. So, maybe you go in, you're half gimped for normal time walking. But eventually you keep going down this, and then you feel the final part of this tree, you're fully unlocked. Now you get to go do Mythic time walking, and you feel really strong. But you might only be doing one or a couple of dungeons from an expansion, and maybe it's done pretty nicely, balanced and designed for modern game. Maybe they make some changes to make it feel proper, but you could actually turn that into a feature fairly handy with just that progression tree through normal and heroic time walking, and then cap it off with Mythic, which is crack your knuckles. Get your gamer juice in, on you go.
I'd love it.
It's going to be tough.
I'd love it. That would drive lots of gameplay for me. I can 100% say that, because that is just giving me a rock hard dungeon. I mean, even if you're telling me I could go to Auchindoun, but it's balanced like a Cataclysm launch heroic. Yeah. Wow, I'm down.
Yep, that's exactly the
big
thing.
Down. That'd be awesome. Yeah. So that seems very achievable as well. Yep. Because all of the scaling systems are in, and they've been doing it for so long that surely a lot of the bugs and quirks are worked out, and they're probably comfortable with the system.
Yeah, it would definitely take effort in order to get some of the design through for the overall scaling and balance it. But I mean, you completely remove needing new art assets except for the rewards. You're like, all right, take an old weapon from TBC, make a new version of it that looks absolutely banging. Offer one for each weapon class. Suddenly that's a reward for completing Mythic
Yeah.
I don't know. You'd maybe pick one dungeon, but
Well, then one way you
You
could
know.
do that. Somebody said they'd like it to be, a bit more frequent.
yeah,
Let's do that along with putting loads more into the Caverns of Time,
Yeah.
and have time walking be, an always on feature. Now, perhaps it'll be always on, but the active expansion changes every week.
yeah,
But just the idea that you could always go do some time walking.
yeah. That'd be
That would be really cool. It could be its own reward track, its own thing to do, and I think it absolutely, for the Mythic one, should have relevant gear.
yes.
Not enough to, it's the sort of thing, right?
Hmm.
Should it be relevant gear to the point where THD starts to tweet about it?
Yeah.
Sorry, man. No, but it should be. You should be able to get gear from it and other things for your character as an alternative.
Not maybe completely sure but they maybe should take it away from being tied to gear if they want to make it a super hard challenge. Possibly, maybe, but
I suppose I can see that. Yeah.
yeah. Where it's a case of they really should make it completely divorced from gear, and I mean including what you have on you, throw you into old TBC blues.
Oh, like that.
That might also be cool.
Well, actually, then one thing you could do is, if it's about all those expansions,
Yeah.
what cool expansion rewards could you actually earn? Because I'm thinking about, people really like their teleports,
Yeah.
and having them just be there by default in the game, so you're always zooming everywhere, is not that fun. But a teleport, if you're actually earning it, okay, that's cool. You earn your teleports, some new transmog sets. They could maybe make new sets that are kind of inspired by those expansions. Even just make a new weapon model, put it in there, and if it's cool, I'm sure a lot of people will get it. So that's
Yeah.
yeah.
And you don't need to tie it into anything current. It can just be a thing where Chromie goes, here, something's going wrong, need a hand.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
don't know why that's her accent now, but that's what you want to see. Just don't make it obligatory. Just make it go off into the Caverns of Time, because you spent Monday and Tuesday doing your M+, you rated on Wednesday. Could you really be bothered? Go do Mythic Time Walking Thursday. Maybe you'll get it this week after like 2 or 3 hours, and there you go.
Yeah. Okay. 100% agree. And if there's one thing in this video that I think is actually decently implementable, it's probably something like that. I'd love that. Please, Blizzard, please.
Thank you, Blizzard.
And bring the infinites back, because they're fun. We've got an infinite pirate dragon in the mega dungeon, but a little bit more would be nice. And then finally from Razor Claw, it just says, on time walking, do you think the more vanity items should be on vendors like mounts, battle pets, and toys?
Yes, but not with time walking badges. I have more than those than I could ever want, and I don't care.
Okay, interesting. What with then?
Something that I actually have to put a bit of actual blood, sweat, and tears into.
So I guess if there was so in this world where there's like a mythic time walking, it would be pretty bad. And then you don't really want to add another currency, but you kind of would need one because the current time walking exists.
I don't think you need it to be a currency in the way, you've got time walking badges where they drop in their 5s and 10s and you get a big bonus. I think they need to be like trophies where,
Gotcha.
You've just done this nuts thing. You can take it to a vendor. They're like, whoa, that's cool. Here's my special mount.
Okay, I 100% agree. And actually, that's not even a problem in terms of quantity of content, because there are a lot of dungeons across all of World of Warcraft's expansions. So you can have a finite amount of content there that would just last a long ass time.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
yeah, man, this has just woken me up even more to Mythic Time Walking being something I'd love to have, especially. I mean, look, anytime Chromie rears her head, things are good, right? Like the leveling revamp was good, the Deaths of Chromie was good, WoW Classic was good.
Yeah, that was her.
Bloody hell, I mean, if we've learned anything, it is that if Chromie's involved, it probably is really fun, the players like it.
Yep.
So, that.
More Chromie and everything she stands for.
Yeah, I think so.
Chromie's even the one involved in the classic changes that are better. The Chronobrunda Splitter.
Yeah. Okay, Chromie is the friggin' hero of World of Warcraft. And on that, it's not a bombshell. On that, now immediately obvious fact, it is time to close out the show and to do a go to bed. Oh wait, we did have Past Midnight with Bone, who did say, any update in saving the VODs? Yes, they are saved, unlisted on the channel, and I tweet I will tweet the link out. Did that last week. We'll do it again this week. Yes. That's the crack with that.
Yep.
Pity I can't just have one pinned tweet in the profile all the time that I could edit.
Yeah.
Actually, hell
You
no.
can do that with it.
There's a new feature coming in. There's a new feature coming in for Twitter that is called. It's for Twitter for Business, which I imagine we could set up, where you actually get an about section that appears almost like a little pinned tweet that you can edit and change for any info. So that would be a good place for that to live. Until then, it will live in that tweet, and I will post it in the Discord and stuff.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. I'm a sleepy boy. It is
trying to sit up. It's like, oh god. Oh, I'm injured.
Yeah. So hopefully we won't snap into as we. One thing.
Last thing. Go ahead.
Do you think you will keep the trend of giving with one hand and taking with the other?
Yes, they will. They
Almost
will.
certainly.
They'll do that until the end of time, and then that's it really.
Yeah, the final BlizzCon they will say, "We have undone everything and taken it back to basics," and everyone will clap, and then the world will just go. That'll be it.
Blink out isn't.
Yeah, a new universe will start.
The simulation will crash.
The sheer processing of that statement will break the simulation.
Yeah. So.
Oh man, right. Time for us to go our separate ways and conk out. Thank you, everybody. If you are also in and around BST, then good night. If not, then good day.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Also, if you're in BST and not going to bed soon, enjoy your video games.
Yes. I will not play Genshin after stream. No way.
All right. Good night, everyone.
See you guys.